Hello everybody, welcome to Sands of Signs. This is your new moon in Taurus update, starting with some singing bowls to cleanse the space. Let's get straight into it. The new moon in Taurus. So one of the things that was a message just before starting this video was some of you are going through like a heartbreak of some sort, and you are dejected by maybe how certain people are showing up in your field, and maybe you're recognizing a lot of expectations within you. That's a message for someone out there, because this song was playing in my head just when I began. Happy End. It's by a Brazilian singer, Tomzy. So that could be relevant for some of you. For others of you, we are going to step into this energy of this new moon in Taurus, which is the zodiac sign of abundance, of love, of simple things, of softness, of pleasures that are for our senses. And so today we have set up, I've got my incense stick on, I've got a couple of crystals here, singing bowls, which we are going to use to move some energy within us. And as we start off, I want to pull an archetype card of what is going on in this new moon in Taurus energy. Okay, we've got an archetype card and we get Babalorisha, which is the magician card in this deck. A lot of you are realizing the capacity of magic. Maybe something has happened in your life that has revealed some magic to you in some ways. Like maybe you were not seeing something in a magical sense, and now some evidence is here. There's evidence of magic. Evidence of magic. I want to know what is coming through in this evidence. Okay. Yeah. What is evidential? Some of you are breaking out of a very toxic situation. Maybe you were being a burden on someone and someone was being a burden on you. You are breaking out of this situation, and I guess that's what is this happy end energy, where it's like, things can happily end now because the magical reality has proved to you that something cannot go on any longer. I feel like this is happening because you are choosing to navigate this in a more silent and calm way instead of doing it from a stressful way. And I feel like now is the time for you to place your faith in magic, in divinity, and not place it in people or another person. I feel like, there's a connection that's wanting to happen. You see this, one of them is almost meeting hands with the other, but not yet. That's because there's like too much stress in this other person's energy. Too much of, maybe they're focusing on many projects. And so, it's like, don't place your faith in the people. Place your faith, your moral compass is determined by magic. Okay, so you've gone silent on someone here, or within yourself you have gone silent, and this is a good thing for you. I feel like it has the capacity for you to shift your faith. But yeah, I feel like a lot of success lies in you putting your faith in divinity and divine will instead of in people, because I feel that's why you need to let go of expectations of things happening a certain way, in a certain way or form, because that is actually putting boundaries to your abundance to move. So I think it's a time for you to get silence, like move in silence. Yeah, you see the Princess of Cups, she's moving very like, almost like she's moving with the waves in some way. And with this silence, you get the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. What's in the way of this silence? I feel like this is like the universe is asking you to follow your happy feeling, follow the feeling that brings you light, that makes you alive, that makes you feel empowered. Look, all the light around him, because the blocking energy was the sun. All this light around him, you need to be the light and follow the light. I did recently post a update for a reading that I had done in the past, which I thought was relevant for now, and it's the Aquarius reading, which is leave it behind, the sun is shining on your path. That reading could be significant for some of you to understand what are the blockages in your life. But yeah, I feel like you need to follow your happy feeling and not share anything unless and until you are coming from that happy feeling. This could be with a collaboration. This could be with a loving relationship, which I feel is right now being burdened by a lot of moral clauses. And any burden or any relationship that is operating on the burden of moral causes and moralities is it's very hard for anything to flourish there. I want to get a card on this energy with whom, like the person with whom this energy is being shared, person or people, depending on how it resonates for you. Any cards for that? Okay, let's do a cut. We've got a cut of 2, a cut of 3, and we join it, and we cut once. And we get the energy of this person, Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Yeah, I feel like this person is representing some cutthroat truths to you. Cutthroat, or maybe it is asking you to be a little cutthroat. I feel like they are reflecting and representing the instinct in you that wants to make plans and focus on the things that matter to you. Yes, the dream and journey came out with unleashing the wild within. I feel like, yeah, like a lot of your energy, because of this person showing up in this way, I feel like they're very guarded. They're holding a shield. They're very guarded. They don't want to share something with you. But you have been spending too much time trying to figure out their intention, when that is really that it doesn't matter. Because your life is led by your intention. That's you in your power. And you've been worrying too much about the intention of others. This new moon in Taurus is in quincunx, the south node. And when something like that happens, you need to, you're realizing that your abundance is being blocked by certain relationships, or it is being reflected to you, and it doesn't mean anything wrong about the other person, but you are coming up with creative ways to co-create with this person, no matter how many guards they have up. Yeah, because your yearning, your desire for the dream, for the journey, is one of devotion and commitment. And so nothing can come in the way, except for words. So this is a time when your words need to be coming from a very grounded place. We've got honor your inner knowing. Your inner knowing is one that is always aligned with the magic of the universe, always aligned with the magic of reality. But some of you are spending too much time working with rules and regulations which have nothing to do with your path. You are following the rules and regulations of another path, but you're not on that path. Also, this new moon is very closely conjunct Uranus, so that is the rule breaker. You need to break your own rules. Yeah, because you are protected, because your feeling and your happiness is aligning you with things that is good for you, and it may just not fit into the constructs presented by other people. Again, honor your knowing at the bottom. Yeah, because your inner knowing is very much aligned with the moon, is very much aligned with the moon giving you your direction forward. And whenever I say that, it is that intuitive self that is guiding the way forward. So I want to ask, what does the way forward hold? 5 of Wands, the Devil in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and we've got 2 cards that are face down. Okay. Yeah, you are in conflict with your own burdens. Your own burdens are the source of your conflict. Okay? And you are taking this burden because you are trying to understand boundaries of other people which are not your business. Your business is to stay focused on what your journey is showing you, what rules and regulations need to be followed for your journey. But right now you are in conflict because of your own burdens, what you are carrying from God knows when, probably the last 8 months. Yeah, there's some burden from the last 8 months that is just, that needs to evaporate. And you got the Wheel of Fortune, and I was seeing the cat actually over here, and I see the cat on top. And this is straight up telling me that it is your intuitive self that is going to take you to maybe a woman, maybe a contract with another woman, maybe the possibility of creation despite conflict. Because I feel this is where your rules and regulations are changing. Where before it felt that conflict was a limitation to collaboration, I feel like it's super important for you to call judgment on these burdens, not carry it, and still move ahead. And you get the 2 of Wands. Oh, the 3 of Wands actually, not the 2. Interesting. So you're moving from the 2 of Wands to the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is the hint of achievement post a collaboration. Yeah. I feel like some collaboration is calling your name. It's calling out to you. But you need to first clear out some conflict, call judgment on some burdens that you are carrying that are coming in the way of this collaboration. But your energy showing up as the Magician is that it's telling me that you already know. That's why you're being called to move in silence. You needn't know everything. The lesser you know, the better actually. Isn't that a song? The less I know, the better. But yeah, and he's coming from the energy of, in the song, that he knows but he wishes he doesn't know. But I feel like what you are being asked to shift into is that you don't know and you don't need to know. It is not your business. We got a card fall out for that message. Yes, abundance. You are in your energy. You're reading your books. You are, I feel like maybe taking a really good bath, allowing yourself to be cleaned and cleansed, aligning your masculine and feminine. Because these burdens, they are only postponing you from the vision that wants to come through. For some of you, you need to recognize a certain postponement is a very necessary energy, because when something gets postponed, okay, because we have postponement and trust come out together, and then we get source and creativity, the Empress card in this deck, come out together. You need to trust that when something is getting postponed, it's generally because someone's boundaries are not clear, and so the energy cannot flow clearly and easily. because energy moves with consent. It is our thought that tries to come in the way of a naturally consensual energetic space. Like, and what I mean by that is things flow when people's boundaries are clear, when people's understandings are clear, and it will flow so effortlessly. So when something is being postponed, a connection, a relation, um, or a creative project, you need to understand it's because not everything is clearly aligned yet. Somebody is still carrying a burden which they are learning to transform and translate into wisdom. We get the Ten of Wands and the Creator. And when I see something like this, I see someone who is taking all of the dark, difficult energies within them and learning to realize what creativity looks like in those realms. What is being postponed? Drink some water. Yeah. For some of you, I feel the opposite. I feel something has been postponed for too long and now the time is here to make the decision. I feel like this is a much more stronger message. So something has been postponed in the past and you have trusted the postponement. And now is the time for you to be really clear. And you get the Empress card again come out. Venus is in Taurus right now. So making decisions from your body is a much more empowering way to make decisions than from the mind. Okay? So if mind gets involved at any point in this collaboration and this connection, you need to recognize it's an interference. Can't make this up, huh? So your body is telling you, it's sending you the message, and we get Emperor at the bottom. I feel like a more feminine energy is a stronger energy because I feel the masculine energy is coming from a slightly mental space. And while the mental space is very good for assessing boundaries, the feminine space is very necessary to make the right decisions, make the intuitively correct decisions. So all of this postponement that has happened or that may feel like it is happening, it's moving as you are shifting more into the mindset of trust. I want to pull a card on your dominant energy at this time. Okay, I got 2 cards for you. 3 cards actually. I'm going to say it's, I'm going to say what's the energy that is being waned out, as in passing away. What is the energy of this new moon and what this new moon is bringing in. So, what is being moved out? The Hunter. You've been on the hunt. This is like very masculine energy. You've been out trying to find things, trying to course correct, rectify things. There are problems, and this is that conflict energy that showed up in the beginning. But this is being moved out of your field now. This kind of energy is in fact seeming to add more burdens in your life than it is providing to you. It is important that you let go of certain burdens and conflicts and recognize that they hold the power for your creation. And now this is being eclipsed out. And what is the new moon bringing? Stand your ground. That's the boundaries. That's the boundaries talking. And the boundaries with this Mountains card coming out, and we're in such earth energy right now with this new moon in Taurus. Your body is your ground. Your body is something that will give you all the messages you need, okay? And in the coming cycle, you get take care of your needs. See, mountain and wolf. It's like, the wolf that lives in the mountains, it can rely on the mountain. So if the wolf represents your needs, your desires, what is needed in your reality, the mountains provide it. And the mountain is your body. So your body is able to meet your needs instead of someone on the outside. Because I feel like this hunter is more outwardly focused. And this is where the main theme of this message also comes in, where if you are trying to get your needs met through an outside person, it is not going to work. The collaboration will not be one of abundance. An abundant collaboration is one where, the boundaries are so clear, the understanding of each person is so clear as to what their needs are, that things flow. Magic flows. Unbelievably, the magic flows. And if it's not flowing and there's a postponement, you need to understand that that's divine. Either you or the person involved doesn't have the capacity yet for a free-flowing transaction. So yeah. Okay. What does this transaction entail for, apologies, what does this transaction entail for our collective here? I feel like this transaction, number one, it entails a person coming out of the dark, okay? I feel like there's a person coming into your life. What does this person represent? Oh, wow. Yes, this person is going to mirror to you where you are in conflict with your intuition, where you are not able to work with that intuitive self. But that's okay. I'm seeing this conflict as a very healthy conflict. It's a conflict that's going to very easily reveal to you where your intuitive self is not coming through as strongly. Because, it's the hermit mode. This is the person coming in with their light. And these dogs kind of look like wolves. There's 3 of them. I feel like they're coming with some 1, 2, 3, like some half-baked information. And it is your intuitive self that will string everything together. Get the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. We are the world with success. Yeah, there's definitely collaboration here. Wow, an adventure coming just below that. With success. I feel like this, I'm hearing 2 things. Conversation or confrontation is going to reveal where you are in conflict with your own intuition, where you are reluctant to receive because the Empress came in reverse, the Devil came in reverse, where you feel like you don't have the capacity to receive all the bliss and beautiful things that this world has to offer. I'm seeing the World card in my head, and the World card is end of a cycle, it's enlightenment. Where did I read enlightenment? I read today that bamboos represent enlightenment. They represent the new coming out of the old, the past contracts. Maybe a past contract puts you in touch with a new person, like someone you know from before puts you in touch with a new person, and this person, the World card comes out. This person is going to unlock the world for you. This could be travel, but not as much travel, but more so they're gonna help you find, the success that is lying in your burdens. Like if you've been taking a lot of stress and burdens about something, this person is going to illuminate to you where actually in that burden there is a success that is lying that is not yet visible to you. I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles, which did come out before, and this Ace of Pentacles is about, it's about a lot of satisfaction, a lot of your needs being met. So some success will help you meet your need, Emperor, of authority. Yeah, you're closing out a cycle, or you're being asked. It's imperative for you to close out this cycle, because this cycle is one of stress and oppression, and we need to call in something new. We need to allow for you to take up a more playful, adventurous role. Right now you are being weighed down a lot by a lot of burdens, but you need to let go of 3 of your burdens. And then we get the Magician, and that's when you step out of the Fool energy and you step into the Magician energy, which is the energy we began with. Because maybe right now it may feel like you're a fool and you don't have access to everything, but yeah, as you let go of these burdens, you're going to step into your magician, magical self to such a high degree that you're going to be playing with some much bigger forces. Okay, because your capacity to take burden is also your capacity to work with tougher forces, and you to be able to manifest them into success, into like musical success, because I just saw the music symbol. It looks like a music symbol here. Could be in music, it could be in art, it could be in food, but right now this constriction that the others and you are probably experiencing, yes, it requires, this collaboration is gonna really require every person to let go of the part of themselves that is looking out for themselves, because we don't need to outwardly look out for ourselves. Our integrity, our boundary, our self-awareness with the 3 of Wands, it's post-self-awareness. It is the ability to see the progress of life post-awareness. This awareness is enough to send the message to the universe. With the Death card coming, you got the Hangman and the Death and the Hermit. Yeah, don't postpone the channeling of your emotions. Don't postpone that, because otherwise you're going to be stuck in a mindset of looking out for yourself, and that mindset is very limiting. It's playing small, it's not playing on a worldwide scale. 1 second. Yeah, because the Hermit fell on the ground. The Hermit fell on the ground. He was walking alone with his light on, but he realized that the mountains are really dark, and my light is so small, and I'm thinking small. Yeah, you're being definitely asked to think bigger with the 3 of Wands. And the Moon coming out in reverse. Yeah, let your unconscious create certain connections, because they are going to reflect your boundaries and lack of some. I feel like there's a masculine energy who is representing, I got like a chill in my head. There's a masculine energy representing a lot of noise and chaos that is hidden under the surface. It's not up out there, and this is what is preventing the transaction to happen, preventing the connection to happen, because they are coming from they're like elevated space, but they don't really understand what's going on. They may think they understand everything that's going on, but they don't. Yeah, so be careful of this. Be careful of things that look nice and interesting, like, oh, the Hermit energy, it looks so inviting because this person is alone and has the capacity to do things alone, but yes, I don't know if that is a reflection of strength of character or the incapacity to make connections and relations. Because your relations are important, but they are reflecting to you your own way of thinking of these relationships as burdensome. They're really reflecting that to you and asking of you to, hey, this is your chance. Stop waiting and transform this situation. Let the intuition present to you the situations that need to be resolved within you, and let it be a mass healing, a mask resolution, I said. Yes, we need to resolve the masks, because in astrology we do talk about the ascendant being like your the mask that you put on, but it is the mask that most deeply aligns with our individual expression, our individual role on this planet. And now is the time that mask needs to be revealed, and we need to come into more elevated expressions of the personas that we are presenting to people. Queen of Pentacles coming out on that energy. And that's when you're not playing small games. You're not looking for small victories, with the Knave of Pentacles here. This is a phase that you are in right now. More of this kind of putting yourself in situations and seeing what comes out of it. But as you move through this energy, there's a version of you that's going to come out that is, those 3 things you gave away, it's going to come out as you receiving 8 things. The number 8 is important, and this is contracts. This is past energies that are being broken out of. Like I'm seeing like that, in like cartoons, how when a person runs away really fast, there's like a cloud of smoke, cloud of dust. That. And yeah, for sure you're clearing something really quick, really fast. But it's important for you to acknowledge that clearing. Through this reading, through your day-to-day life, acknowledge what is being cleared, acknowledge what is leaving. Instead of feeling like, oh, my hands are empty, and looking at the hands and looking at the absence of something, you look at what is leaving. And when you see what is leaving, it is your confirmation that something is coming. Because then from those clouds, a new opportunity emerges. Some of you could be receiving flowers from someone. Yeah. Wow. Definitely there could be money involved, people's time, energy, and all of those good things involved. So that's why this is when boundaries come really strongly into presence. Okay, we've got some more messages coming through. Oops. The 6 of Pentacles. Healthy exchange of resources, right? And this healthy exchange is probably happening with a fire sign. Interesting. Exchanges with a fire sign. You guys have been sleeping on some really cool ideas. The 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 4 of Cups upright. Yeah, you're sleeping on some really, really good ideas. And the 10 of Wands in reverse with the King of Cups. I feel like your compassion, or your ability to be very compassionate, has come in the way, and that's the burden that you are carrying. The burden of compassion. But yes, and you need to recognize that the energy that will come will mirror back a self that is not carrying any burdens. And this is the energy that is sharing with you their perspective, their mindset. But you are realizing the key is somewhere else. The key is not in these kind of interactions. The key is in the healthiest give and take possible. no burden of compassion. But as you see this, you walk away. I see you just walking away and you being like, yes, I see it. I don't need to go through the same energy of burdens of compassion, burdens of connection, feeling like the lack of self-worth. And all of the 10s are in reverse here. You need to close out one last cycle, my friends. You got 6, 7, 8. The Hermit, the 9 is missing. You need to close out a cycle, possibly with a fire sign, possibly with a Virgo. And when you close out that cycle, you are calling on for something much more magnificent. Magnets, like magnets. Yes. But you work with what is being attracted right now. You don't resist what's being attracted right now. Yes. Because it reveals your attachments. And it's better they are revealed than they are kept silent from you, yeah? And kept silent from you when you're a hermit. So don't spend too much time alone. There are structures that need to be broken down. Get in touch with people. Allow connections to be birthed. Allow them to be lost. Because the coming and going is going to teach you very strongly about which relationships need to stay, which relationships need to go, which energies are within you, taking from you without recognizing the equal give and take. And this is within you, so it's without you as well. So recognizing that the give and take of energy, the give and take of resources, where is it happening in processes of attachment instead of processes of finding the right grounding and the right liberation. Yes. For sure you are resolving this energy within yourself, and the Hermit comes out again. And that's when, then the Temperance comes out. And that's when you move. You move when you confront. You move when you take and you lose, and you get and you lose. And you're realizing this in aloneness. This is your individual realizations, because the Ace of Cups is here. But in no time, I'm seeing, in very little time, I think in this very moon cycle, yes, you get the 7 of Pentacles. In this very moon cycle, through the action of receiving and losing, getting and giving, you are nurturing a tree. You are nurturing the fruits of something that is yet to come in this moon cycle. 7-7, which adds up to 14. 7 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Yes, this is going to, I'm seeing like the meeting of dreams and resources, okay, in this coming cycle. As you clear away these connections, as you clear away the energy in these connections, you are welcoming in a very beautiful transaction of dreams and resources, dreams and earthly resources. And you are seeing this from your aloneness, and you are just waiting for that divine time, okay? You're waiting for that divine time, for that person to come through, and for it all to be revealed to you. Yes. There's definitely an energy where this person is going to come out very strong boundaried. But your truth and your compassion is going to call judgment on that boundary and recognize if there's any unhealthy tendencies. This is all coming from your time in aloneness. Yeah. And now your compassion is not a burden anymore. Your compassion naturally flows. It doesn't feel like it needs to be an exchange. 6 of Pentacles in reverse, it's not an exchange. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. It is something that is not exchanged without your own meddling and your own intervention. The exchange happens Number 5 could be important. The exchange happens when both people or the people involved are able to move in compassionate spaces without the need for an exchange. And that's when there are some limitless transactions that can happen with the Chariot at the bottom and the Four of Wands, initial victories. We move from the Three of Wands to the Four of Wands, my friends. And the Queen of Swords. We move from the Page of Swords to the Queen of Swords. That's when some really good energies and good transactions come your way. When the compassion is effortless. When there is no burden or conflict within you. But yeah, you're being prepared for a deeper kind of relationship with your connections, for sure. You are forming attachments, I feel, that are going to last the test of time. I feel like no matter what happens, the connection is strong. The contract is strong. And for the contract and the connection and collaboration to be strong, both people need to be very comfortable, or all people involved need to be very comfortable with letting go. Letting go and allowing in. Letting go and allowing in. But mainly the let go. Okay. We did get the Magician energy to begin with. So I want to close out this reading with a card to go with that Magician energy. And to understand a little bit about what is this flower that you are trying to grow in your garden. So the energy with the Magician is the Iroko Roko Loko. I'm gonna read what the card has to say to us. It's number 22, number 4, adding up. So this represents a card of like a very multi-talented person and people that are collaborating. Each one is a magician. Each one knows how to use many tricks in the book. And it is people collaborating where each person is embodying an observer point of view. Okay? But I feel like they are very multi-talented people, just like you. You need to collaborate with other magicians who understand you. We got the understanding come out. And those are the collaborations that are going to nourish you so deeply. I've thought of a few things. Yes. If you start questioning, okay, how do I collaborate with other magicians? You lost it. It's not magic anymore. It's mind then. You don't use your mind. You don't use your mind for the collaboration with magical people, for collaborating in magical relationships. You participate in silence. Oof, that's the way of the mystic. And you know, Taurus is so connected to the earthly plane and is so deeply connected with recognizing the wisdom of the body, that the body is a very silent space, you know. We have a heart beating, we have all this digestion and crazy processes happening inside of us, and they all happen in such silence compared to the world outside. And that is the space where collaboration happens. In the silence of the body is when true feelings, and feelings are the compass for the body on how it needs to move, what decisions and direction it needs to take, then those feelings will get clear. Okay? And those feelings will take you to the collaborations that are aligned with that feeling. Sans judgment. If the mind comes in order to collaborate with other magicians, you're going to be trying to break and fix a lot of walls that don't need breaking and fixing. You are operating then on the rattles of your fear instead of the trust in your body. And magic can only happen when emerging from the trust in your body. All right, collective, that was your message. And if this reading resonated for you, I would love to know what you have to share about it. And yeah, stay tuned on my Instagram as well. I post some daily updates there. You'll find that in the description. And I'm thinking of doing a giveaway soon on my Instagram. So do check out my Insta for when that comes through. Alright. Hope you have a lovely new moon in Taurus and wishing you the best.